want to be like, oh, you missed the thing.
You're good. Here she goes. So almost all dressage tests start with this down center line, straight down center line, and then you either have to turn left or right at the end, like she's doing. Yeah, she's doing great. And you kind of want to make a good first impression with the judge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like
So,
smile or something.
yeah, smile, but also like try to make your first few movements really good, so that
Are we paying attention to how she looks?
we are a little bit. To be honest, they're judging the horse more than the rider.
Got it.
But if the rider is like out of balance or something, then that will make the horse go worse. Does that make sense? So it's not necessarily that they're judging the horse. Good girl. It's looking great so far, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. And she looks okay.
Yeah, she looks great. And I mean, it's really all about breathing, relaxing.
Do you talk to the horse at all?
Actually, you're not allowed to when you're competing, yeah.
So the horse just knows the steps to do? Oh, it's just squeezing your legs.
It's like your body weight, your legs, all the rest of it. Yeah, exactly. So that was really good so far.
Yeah.
So now we have some walk in the test.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like when they do these graceful moves like that.
Exactly. Yeah, she's very graceful.
Like nice and lean.
And she's only 5 years old, so she's going to gain a lot of muscle over the course of the next few years. It's kind of like any athlete, you know, like when you start out, you can kind of do the movements okay and stuff, but in order to like get stronger, they just have to gain muscle over time. Yeah. So that was a little mistake. She kind of like lost her rhythm a little in walk before she picked up the trot, so that'll be a little bit of a deduction, but that's okay. Most of it so far has been quite good.
She was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, and that's generally just like a miscommunication between the horse and the rider, if that makes sense. Like, she's not necessarily being naughty. And she looks really good. She's being relaxed. Girl. And Grace rides this horse, you know, virtually every day. I ride her a little bit, but she knows her quite well.
Okay.
Good girl. Just gonna go across the diagonal. And if you go off course in dressage, you actually can keep going. They'll usually ring the bell and say, like, you forgot to do, you know, this movement or something. And yeah, well, it kind of shows that you're not very prepared.
Okay.
But you're allowed to keep going. You just get like a deduction.
Well, that's good, at least. Stay in the fight. So next
Exactly.
she's going to be doing jumping?
Exactly. Yeah, but she's not doing it until like 3:30.
Oh, yikes.
Ooh. Girl.
As we're going down to the vomiting back turn. 12, 13, 14.